Hello there folks, welcome to another train simulator video. Today we're going to be looking at a new freeware route by a fella named Zawal, he's made quite a few freeware routes over the years from quite a few countries as well, where they're based for the most part, but to me, I know him from Montana Rail Link, which is a very, very good route for a freeware route. Anyway, this is his latest creation. It's called Devil's Turn. Yes, very spooky. But it is kind of sketchy. I've had a brief peek at it. But we're going to sit here now and go the entire length of the route. It sounds a bit daunting, but it's not very long. It's about 12 miles, but it is very curvy and it's got quite a bit of grade on it as well. But anyway, it's about 12 miles. It'll take about 30 minutes to run from end to end. And it only requires the Hanover Sub off of the Steam store. It uses a lot of assets from that. And of course the US and EU asset pack as well, which pretty much everybody has. The average speed is about anywhere between 15 to 25 mile an hour. But anyway, it's fictional, obviously, and you can run whatever the hell you want here. I've got like a kind of like a preserved or heritage railroad, if you will, going on here. So this is one end that we are currently at here, which is not that. Here we go. Here we are. So this is called Last Chapel, I believe. But there's turntables at either end and a pretty considerable yard. Not only that, but there's industry dotted all throughout the map as well. So we'll check that out as we go. And bridges out the wazoo. There are a ton of bridges. But we'll go ahead and take a look at the area we are here. Nice little turntable back there. Yes, that is a British turntable. This is a fictional route, but that is an American flag. Well, whatever, it's, you know, it is what it is. Even this bit back here looks really nice. Just stuff laying all around. End of the line, essentially. It is a really, really nice route. It's just decorated so well with the trees and the bushes and grass and just little bits and things everywhere that make it seem more alive, like it's worked and lived in, you know. All kinds of stuff. Some dudes over there broing it up. We've got a little shed over here. Alright, so I just got a couple of random things going on here. I got some Bessemer Lake Erie stock. I've got a Bud RDC in the Western Pacific Zephyret. And then of course we're going to be taking a trip in the old Connie. The Smokebox Connie. Now, you can tell some of the buildings down here are definitely from Hanover Sub. And that's fine, because they're good buildings. They're essentially from Gettysburg. Got a little boxcar and cannon sitting over here. Little plaques. Of course, it's not the right plaque, but it's still a plaque if you know, if you're just looking from a distance. It's pretty cool. It's pretty nice. There's a station here. We'll go ahead and let everybody on. Nice little sign. Got the parking lot. So it is going to be a rainbow of heavyweights today that we're going to take up the, well, across the pass, actually. Let's go ahead and hop in here. Go ahead and set up the track. Now there are... Man, that's loud. Alright, there are 2 tracks the whole darn way across this place. So pick your poison, basically. Well, not the whole way. little single line there, and then it broadens back out to a couple more. But this area right here is pretty cool. But we are going to check it out. So we got to pull up and back up onto some coaches that are back there. So we're going to go ahead and get that done here. Sounds like a dying cow, that whistle, but I love it. Alright, so we're going to run up here and then back up just about yonder and get on the back of these old heavyweights here with our caboose on the end. But visually, the routes that I've tried from Zawal, they never displease. I mean, they look good. The track laying is spot on. Like, I don't see any gaps in anything. I've seen a couple of floating rocks and a bush or two, but it's nothing, you know, errant or outrageous. Alright, that ought to do it. Alright, let's grab our other string of cars here and begin our journey. Let's try that again. There we go. I always use the right mouse button to move around the map. You should not do that. Can't help it though. Alright, there we go. That's what we need. So anyway, yes, it does require the Hanover Sub, which also I'd like to mention, if you want to take a look at this yourself, I completely neglected this, my fault. I feel terrible now, because I know most people don't watch beyond about 2 or 3 minutes. I will link it down below as always. It's going to be on Railworks America. He said he's not going to host it on the Steam Workshop for whatever reason. So it's going to be on Railworks America. So, like I said, all you need is the Hanover Sub, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. That in itself is a damn good route, right? And a lot of the assets that come with it that are present here are, you know, it's just going to make it all the more better, mo better. There they go. Get up in the air here. But you could essentially run whatever you want here. I don't know. I just felt like doing a little more steam personally. This is kind of like a heritage line thing, you know, preserved line, if you will. But you could run whatever. Some old diesel, some small diesel. I certainly would not, and you'll see what I mean by this later, I certainly would not go over 4 axles if you are going to run a Jeep or whatever, you know. SD, the brave and wild souls, you know, AC 44, SD 70, something like that. Alright, there we go. It's time to scooch. We've got our cars. We got quite a few on here. The Connie is a powerful little thing. These things were built for torque and power. Not so much speed. That's why they got them tiny little drive wheels. Alright, we are off. So, there are some insanely tight curves, and these old passenger cars just barely make it around the bend. And you'll see what I mean here a bit later. I'm going to try not to blab the whole time. Just going to try to enjoy the route a bit. If I see anything that tickles my pickle, piques my interest, I'm going to go after it. This seems too fast. Seems dangerous. Alright, so we're on the lower pass at the moment. And you got the upper pass over here with just nice clean embankment placed very, very cleanly. Of course, it's got the semaphores throughout, which I'm pretty sure are from the EU asset pack, which pretty much everybody has. Like I said, of anybody that's got Train Simulator. I think you would have had to have bought some stuff that's pretty old to get it. But just these fields, man, and the grass. I think some of it's procedural in here, but it looks very idyllic and nice, and little speed boards. It's just quaint and cozy. It's one of these little cozy, nice fictional routes. Kind of like, what is it, Columbia Valley Pacific on Railworks America as well. I would highly recommend checking that out as well if you have not. That's another damn good little route. It's sort of like that to a degree, this one here. So we're on this track over here. As you can see, that bridge, this bridge curves over right through there. And it's nice because it's got, it's got a variation of rock and dirt, the way the ballast and the gravel and just the ground looks, some variety in trees. It doesn't look just like one you know, bland thing, which is hard to do. I can't really knock anything like that because you know, I don't root build, but this looks pretty nice. Got a whole stack of ties, little bit of rail there, bunch of barrels. In this bridge, there's several bridges. This is like one of at least, I'm gonna take a stab at like a dozen, maybe more. But again, it's just very, very clean. Little weeds and flowers popping out all around. It's not just bland, you know. It doesn't have that. When you just look straight through at a view like that, it looks gorgeous. This is really nice. The only thing, again, you know, I don't make stuff. I'm just a user with Train Sim. I'm a plebeian. The only thing that I would change if I had my way is the distant hillside and mountains. And when you see that texture like that, you know, cover that up with some 2D trees maybe, or make it green. I don't know. It looks like it's just one of the only things that I really notice here. And look at this tunnel entrance right here. My God. There's stuff on the Steam store that sells for $39.99 that doesn't look this good. Look at this. Insanely nice just placement of these rocks. And the terrain itself, it's gorgeous. Here's the other line over here, which we are not on. Ah, here we are. So this is the Devil's Turn right up here. I think this is called Great Blue Lake or something like that. It's a lake full of Kool-Aid. Here's the exit of the tunnel over here. It's a little bit different. It's not just that blasted out rock look. And the rocks all down in the water. That's nice. I feel like that's one thing that's always missing with a lot of routes, is it's just bare, you know, water or coast or lake or stream or river line, and there's just no contrast, you know, from going from land to liquid. It's just like, you know, it's normally just like this on most routes. But this, you know, adding all the rocks and the plants and trees and whatnot, looks amazing. Got a little beamed, steel beam bridge right here. That's gorgeous. Very nice. Got another shack up here. So you want to slow down for this curve. I'll go ahead and pause it. Got another shack over here. Just some various things, items, rails, barrels, stuff like that. Alright, some of these curves are insane. So look at these old coaches here. I was afraid testing this out that these were going to pop off. So if you're going to use anything, look at that. Yeah, I don't know that that would work in real life. They'd be smashing into one another possibly. Look at that. Crazy. Look at the rail. It's cool though. I like it. It's nice. So yeah, you might want to go, just saying, I can't wait to run some older diesel, like 50s, 60s, maybe early 70s. You know, like the 40-footers, 50-footer boxcars, stuff like that. Maybe an old Alco, or a little, you know, GP9, something like that. That would do here, for show. Alright, we'll go ahead and pick it back up. So we got a 0.8% climb right here. We're steaming up the grade here. Increase that J-bar a little bit. But it's nice giving these little steamers a workout too, which is kind of what I wanted to do. Because especially the smoke box stuff. Like, talk about physics and braking. You know, and that just scratches the surface. Sound, visuals, that too. So I feel like the Connie is perfect for something like this. You've got the old, what is it, the, all the Pennsylvania stuff that you could use. I always get the name mixed up. It's like DDGR or something like that. That guy makes some pretty nice stuff. All you need for those are, I think the original K4 for horseshoe curve. And of course you could use stuff like Smoke Box's 1800s stuff, the old boys. It'd be pretty cool to run here as well with the smaller, older coaches. But I love the Connie, man. This is a cool little loco here. Alright, we got another bridge. Not to mention the machine rail stuff. Absolutely. There's a ton of, this is standard gauge, by the way. There's a ton of standard gauge stuff that they've got on their shop. Baldwin, Alco, you name it. That would be... I can't believe I didn't think of that sooner. That would be an excellent choice to run here as well. Everything is just so clean. Like, yeah, this is a small route, but the fact that it'll take you quite a bit of time to traverse the area, it doesn't make it seem like it's 12 miles at all. And it's just chock full of scenery, kind of like Columbia Valley Pacific. It's kind of got that same feel. There's probably not as much industry as CVP, but I'd say it's pretty close. Tight, very tight. Look at the trucks on these things. Oh man. Yeah, they're smashing into the handrail over there. Ding, 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 ding. They're gonna need to get that repaired. Yeah, so maybe not the best idea on my part. Definitely go with some of the smaller stuff. Look at these things. Wow. I kind of wanted to represent like a preserved line, you know. You go to one and they got coaches from all around, you know, different railroads, different names, donations, stuff like that. So I kind of wanted to go for that. And sadly, there's not that I'm really big into Steam stuff with Train Sim, but sadly there's not a ton of North American stuff. Not like there is with the UK stuff, not by a long shot. But, you know, the ones that are there are pretty darn nice. So at least we got that. Another wall face wall. Don't know what I just said, but yeah, again, the elevated track here, very clean. It's just gorgeous. It's a gorgeous route. See this right here. This is one of the things I really appreciate. That sound is not one of them. The grass and the bush down here and the mixture. It's not all one thing, you know, and it's spread out. It's not just completely blanketed. Got another bridge right here. Actually, two. I should have started counting them. I need to get like a tally board thing. I mean, to be fair, they kind of do sound like that. I was on an old railroad earlier this year, and inside of these things are loud as hell. They just shake all around. They're huge, heavy, aka heavyweight. The other bridge. It's just scenery. It's really all I have to say. It's just scenery. This route. Like, look at these washouts here. You got the bushes down, you know, right to where the water would rise up, so you're not going to have plant life growing. You got the rocks down in there. Another shack over here. This is where the other... Let me pause it real quick. This is where the other line comes in as well. Just look at that, man. That is pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Got another bridge over here. We'll scope this area out since we didn't take this run. This is the other thing that's cool about it, you know. It's kind of like two routes in one. Pretty good sized lake over here. It's like two routes in one. You can run it one way and run it back the other. Okay, and this is the bridge where it crosses over here. Zoom on back over here. There we go. You got some farms and houses and whatnot dotted all around. An example. Some nice fields, and see, it doesn't always need to be grass. Now, train sim, just bare ground textures don't look the best. But, you know, it doesn't need to be bush and grass everywhere. And that is a perfect example of it right there. We got some more stuff, some more old rail and ties, barrels, bags of ballast and whatnot. Like, it's just dotted with all kinds of stuff. Let's check our track here so we don't get ran into the siding. There it goes. Probably ought to slow down for that. Alright, so this is Main Summit Lake. Another little shack over here. Just the terrain, the way the terrain is built on this place is gorgeous. And it looks very realistic. Yeah, there's a ton of bridges and whatnot, but I don't think any of the bridges are like insane, you know. They look pretty realistic. Going way too fast. Some more washes over here. Ditches, drainage coming down off the mountain. Another huge bridge. If you like bridges, then I do. This route is for you. Love the rock placement and the water here. And then it just dries out and keeps on going. Just look at that. What a scene right there. Wow. Man. Sometimes, you know, every now and then there's a route that comes along in Train Sim that just kind of draws me back in. And for it to be freeware to boot, you know, this is a gorgeous place. Got another tunnel. I mean, just look how clean that is. I mean, there's stuff that comes out that's published, you know, that is sold for monies. That's got like massive gaps, you know. It just goes to show you, when someone pours their, their true talent or their heart and soul into something, instead of trying to just slapping it, flinging stuff to the wall, seeing what sticks. Another shack, another bridge. I love this one right here because it's got this little like island in the middle here. Just magnificent. Couple more islands over there. Just notice those. Nice. It's definitely got a like a West Coast feel, I'd say. Maybe like Colorado, parts of Idaho, Utah. No, maybe not Utah. Montana, for sure. British Columbia, possibly. So you can kind of do whatever the hell you want with it, honestly. It's there's a lot you could do with it. Alright, so here, I just noticed that's all a tunnel right there. That's a pretty big ass tunnel. Look at that. So crispy. That is gorgeous. Gorgeous. That's a pretty girthy tunnel too. Where's the other side come out at? I'm lost. Ah, here it is. Past it. Complete with speed boards and whistle boards. Got your old semaphores. This is just really clean. So this, I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. Maybe like a coal tipple or something like that. But, he's got trucks and trash and ties and cars and, barrels. America. Old building. See, this, most of the stuff, these assets, per se, could fit, between... maybe not the cars, but what are you going to do about that? But, I'd say easily, late 40s, early 50s up to late 70s, early 80s, even 90s. Or you could just do like, heritage touristy railroad like I'm trying to do here. But it's one industry right here, and it, I believe it is operable. Let's see. Oh man, look at this. Even the, look at that, dude. Yes. Yes. Even the little twin track going over the rails here. Trucks and stuff. That's nice. That is nice. Yep. So this is operable. I'm assuming it's coal, maybe? See, it's a transfer station. Yes, mine. Summit mine. So there's coal back in there. There this road goes. Stops there. Alright. The rails will combine again. Oh, this is, when I was setting this up, this is easily one of my favorite places of the whole route. Like, call me weird, there's a ton of cool bridges and curves and stuff like that, but look at that. Just that right there, that scene. And then the other side is equally impressive. Got a ton of grass over here in this field. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the white picket fence. Well, it's not a picket fence, it's a fence, but this guy has an eye. He's got an eye for making these routes, and they just so detailed. Everything fits, I didn't have the brake in the running position for like the last 10 minutes. Idiot. Just follows all along. It's kind of like just a nice valley through here, you know. It's a little bit different. Got a Big Jack's farm, Big J. Big Jizzy J. There he is. What's up, Jack? Jack Attack. Over there killing it with his farming. Got the break in the fence, the road going across the tracks here. Just awesome scenery, this place. The road going up the mountain there. Going too fast. Need to slow down. Barn over here. America. Dude, homeboy's got him a cannon. Jack. You're crazy, man. You're crazy. Yeah, Jack's got a cannon, so watch yo behind. That's cool, though. It's a nice scene over there, that barn and everything. A couple more fields. All right, so that's kind of the summit back there, as it said, where that mine was. So we're kind of going downhill, and the train is very much speeding out of control, so I need to put them brake shoes to clappage. Some more old industry right here. Look at this. This is gorgeous. The old, just gnarly tracks over here in the trash. The old building, more ties, rail, the weeds all in the tracks. I love that. And something about that. I don't know what it is. I just really, really like that. Whole house back there. Big old pile of gravel or ballast. Got some pipes. Now this place right here is just kind of letting the train run away. That's fine. Let's see. Let's see. Does it even have a... so it's the old mine. So this is the old mine. And I don't think it is animated. But it's cool, because it's like, you know, you got the new mine up there, and you got the old one here, and it looks you know, it looks like an old mine. Which is pretty cool. Just crap laying everywhere. Another couple of big fields. It's farmhouses, farms, tractors. Another bridge, and something very, very cool we are coming upon. We'll go ahead and hop back in the cab here. Look at this, dude. This is cool. So this is a bridge. I'm assuming this is a bridge being updated, right? So it's like OG wooden trestle. Being updated to steel beam and concrete. How freaking cool is that? Got the crane up there. You got some dudes down here working on each level. That is super cool. It's the other bridge back here. This is definitely the modern bridge, so you can tell they're kind of working down the line, you know, taking out or taking each bridge up to the more modern standard, which is usually what they do a railroad. You know, they just go down the line, fixing what they get to. Got more washes. Like, he took the time to dot these washes down into the lakes and rivers like that. Look at that. Very, very nice. This is just cool, man. Now, I don't know how he did that. It's one of those times I don't think I need to know. It's just, it's awesome. That is very cool. Huge. Even got the dudes up there, and you go right into a tunnel. That is a neat sight. So this side of the map, I guess we can call it the west side. It definitely seems a little bit more open than the other side. The other side's a bit more narrow. Go ahead and put the brakes back into running here. There we go. And again with these tunnels, man, I haven't found a seam yet, or gap, or whatever, you know, any kind of weirdness, nothing. Got another shack, ton of ties. Pop the brakes back on. The lake or something running off this way. Here we go. Got a waterfall. This is Yellow River Falls. Yellow River. That's cool. Oh, the little island. So this lake here must dump out over here. Alright, we finally got the speed back up. Another good sized lake over here, bridge as well. Now I don't know what's going on here with the reflection from this bridge. That is strange. I've never seen that. But I love the bridge though. I love that it's just low and long. Definitely looks a bit flatter through here. Alright, let's hop back in. Oh, forgot to check our line here. We're gonna go right into the station. There we go. And it's finally flattened out. Yeah, it's definitely wider. It's nice how the geography changes. You know, he didn't just go with like one thing, one look. right up to the station, and you may recognize the station. But it's a nice looking building. It's a good looking asset when it was built. This is obviously Gettysburg pulling up to here, but it you know, it's cool. Old train station. It does have the Gettysburg sign on it, but you know, I look past it. You may be able to as well. Gettysburg, Montana. Real place, true story. I don't know. For all I know, there probably is. Go ahead and kill the bell. So they're good size yards, right? You can just, you know, if it's like a heritage railroad thing you're going for, you can put all kinds of equipment up in here. Alright, let's not hit the turntable. Slow down here. Or just freight stuff, you know, if you want to challenge, put, I don't know, 30 loaded coal guns on the back of one of these things, you know, and give that a go. So it is different than the other side. It's got a different shed over here. Garage. Definitely looks different. Got your fuel tanks over here. Another turntable. Wiki. Coal shed. Sand shed. And the end of the line. Again, you know, not to nitpick, because something that's so nice like this that someone took the time to create and did such a phenomenal job with it. Like, the only thing I feel like it's lacking is if it had an interchange somewhere, you know, like mid-map, or maybe at either end or both ends, where it looks like you know, maybe another railroad interchanges with this area, just so it doesn't look like it's sealed off, you know what I mean? Like, but other than that, like, this place is pretty darn cool, I gotta say. Here's Gettysburg, Montana. It is just very nice. Neat little thing. Free. Doesn't take too long to run unless you want it to. All you need is Hanover Sub. And that's it. Run what you brung. This guy followed us. Guy in the camper truck. But that's going to do it, guys. Just wanted to make a quick video here and show the possibilities, what can be done with this place. You know, just go over it as much as I possibly could. But again, this is a Devil's Turn by Zawal. Link down below if you want to go check it out for yourself. But that's gonna do it for now. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.